Greetings everyone and a warm welcome to you. I am doing this reading for you all at this point in time. Today is actually the 1st of October here in New Zealand, because we are running through the gauntlet of some very powerful celestial energies and planetary alignments, and I feel they are affecting us all at many different levels. So I thought we would do this as a 1, 2, 3, you choose reading. So the idea right now is to focus upon something that you are wishing to become closer with, or find answers to, or connect with, or be empowered by. Focus on that now and then decide which number you would like to choose, 1, 2 or 3, and we will move into a reading that will give you some clarity and insight and awareness and awakening around what you are wishing to have looked into. I'm not showing you the decks of cards that I'm using. You'll just have to wait and see which number you choose as to which decks come out. But I do feel that this is a time where we can go fairly deep introspectively, and we can, within our own realm, and to also find directions forward for us if we're feeling a little bit lost or uncertain about certain aspects in our life. So sit back, relax and enjoy whatever number you're choosing, and we will now move into the reading. And you're more than welcome to choose more than one number. You can choose all 3 if you wish to. Hi there, you chose reading number 1. For reading number 1, I'm going to be using these Secret Language of Light deck cards by Denise Jarvie. She does a lot of work around the energy field of light language and encoded language encryptions, that type of vibrational energy force coming in. And at the same time, we will also look at some of these cards from the Energy Oracle deck. So this is a very energized reading that's coming in. You will feel possibly vibrational impulses throughout the reading. You might come across, a feeling connected to a thought wave, or afterwards when you've thought about the reading and applied it to the area of life that you're looking at, you might feel some vibrational changes coming in. So let's start first with the Denise Jarvie deck, and we will shuffle these cards. So for whoever is viewing, we've had some jumpers come out, so we might actually start with them. Your first card that you received is Soul Love. For each of you, this may be a different type of perspective that we're looking at here. This card, and it's number 33, which is a master number card, can represent your soul's love. And in reality, that is what we're actually here to do, to align with the heightened cause of why we came in, for the evolution of our soul's journey. So this is about connecting at the higher level and finding the power, your own inner power, the trust of accepting your journey and knowing the reason why you chose this particular journey, aligning with it and feeling the power in your heart chakra. And also in particular in this card we see the solar plexus chakra lighting up to quite a strong degree as well. So possibly regaining some strength, especially if you've lost your way, or you've lost your mojo, or you've lost your understanding of perhaps why you did come in, or you've doubted it. So I feel this card is talking quite specifically about your own individual journey. But for some of you, you may feel that this card is representing a message that is coming in about soul love relationships with another person. And it could be at this particular time in your life journey, you are coming across a soul partner. It may be that you already have a soul partner, and that this, I was going to say entanglement, but I don't mean it in that way, but this relationship may be becoming more vibrant. It may be becoming more alive, more aware, more together in harmony. I will read some of the messages from the book shortly, but we will go through what intuitively is coming up first. So the Authentic Truth card, I think, comes back to me in particular to say that our authentic truth is our own and ours alone. And everyone has their own authentic truth, and we can't be someone we're not. Sometimes we are not aligned with our truth, and when that happens, we can find that we feel discombobulated or disassociated, or we can feel lost or lonely or dejected or sad. It can be really hard to get back on track to our authentic truth, or to be unafraid to show it or to shine it or to be it. But this is where the soul love card comes back into play again. It's about regaining your integrity and your strength to know that your truth is important for you on this spiritual journey in this human life form, and especially at this point in time as we walk through the Earth timeline and we're merged into the new decade of the 20s. It's been a very intensive year in so many different concepts or constructs, the year 2020. It's brought about physical change that has created for some people a lot of stress, especially in the base chakra area of life, the financial sector, or the structure of the home, or the structure of our careers, so sort of at the solid level. But at the same time, it's awakened many people into understanding that there's more than the physical aspect, and that we need to be aligned to all of the dynamic portions of our being, including our emotions, our physicality, which is our physical well-being and health, and our emotional, which governs all of those, and our spiritual, which is being woken more and more every day. So we see more and more people become awake on the planet, and this is because some of them are realigning to their authentic truth. And with that, we have the next card that came out, which was alignment. So the alignment card could literally sit in the middle, and it could mean that you are finding alignment within your life, or you are opening up to it. And we see here behind the alignment that there is this beautiful heart-shaped energy. So there may be some truth that is being opened to you through the heart, that you are becoming aware of something that is taking shape or aligning. For some of you, it could be related to a soul-love relationship. So a new partnership that has come in. And for some of you, this could even be a twin flame awakening portal, which will be activated through the heart chakra energy. And it could be that there are complications with this, or that it is not straightforward, or that it has been an ongoing awakening period, and it may have been over several years, and it may have been coming and going. For others of you, you may have been in a soul love relationship with a person for some time, and it is being awakened and taken to the next level for alignment purposes, for awakening purposes. I think the authentic truth is also tied in very tightly with these cards about experiencing your truth and standing up to it and awakening to it, especially if there has been an out of alignment set of situations that have involved your heart chakra or love relationships. And remember, love relationships don't have to be purely the romantic type. We have love relationships at all different levels with so many different aspects within our life, including family members, friends, community, people that we just even come across. We can associate with love at different levels, and we also have love with the animal kingdom on the planet. And that comes to mind the next card that has come in, which is divine animals. Now, there are many beautiful divine animals on the planet, And again, they can awaken us very, very deeply at the heart chakra. So for some of you, there is an alignment coming that has even come through a perspective of an animal field. Now, first and foremost, I do see this card here, and I see the beautiful lion, and I do associate that with Leo. So some of you, this may be related to a Leo relationship one way or another. Some of you yourself may be Leos, and this is perhaps a time of divine awakening or some form of alignment or integrity occurrence is happening. For others of you, you may meet or you may be in a relationship with a Leo where some form of activation or occurrence is also happening. And for others of you, this can be the realization that animals are playing a role in your life. Now, for some of you, this may be spirit animals, and this one here is coming in as a spirit animal. So some of you may be experiencing a change in guides that surround you, or you may be becoming more awake to the concept of understanding that guides come in for a certain time, for a certain reason, and often to bring in alignment for us. So sometimes we receive a new guide when we are going through times of duress or hardship, because they come in and they offer us strength and they offer us the ability to move forward. Other times they come in so that we can see things from a different perspective and we can hear at a different level, different vibrational frequencies and new messages that are coming into us. So there are many different reasons we will receive spirit animals coming in. Then we do get our physical animals, and I have noticed myself over the last few years, because I personally have received many beautiful new pets into my life, and they have all been divinely orchestrated, but they have this amazing connection, and it is very much deeper than my pets from many, many years back. It's as if the pets are evolving spiritually, emotionally, and intellectually as well as the humans, and so they play a more connective role in our life. For many people, this is happening. So all of these cards that are coming in could be tied into one thread that is running through your life, or they may be connected to a variety of different frequencies that are all being initiated and activated for you in one way or another. The last card that came in, which is truly beautiful, is There Is Only Light. And of course, these are the light language cards, or the secret language of light. So for some of you, there's this beautiful connection that's available to you if you tune into the vibration of light somehow in your life. There's a lot of magnificence in the ability for light codes to heal us. When you think about the sun on the planet, the sun is the gift of life. It keeps us alive. We can't live without it. And our beautiful small blue planet is placed in the habitable zone of the light, the shining light. And for us on Earth, in reality, there is only light that keeps us alive in the human form. But if we dig a little deeper than that, that's how deep the light goes. We are the light. We shine light. We vibrate light. We give off and we take in light. It's the very energy force of life. So let light shine into any area of life that you need to have divine intervention come in to help awaken or clear or clarify or enrich or lift you up or ascend you to whatever level you are seeking for whatever part of your life you are wanting resolution. Let's read some of the words for you from the There Is Only Light card. Light is sought after and extraordinary. We seek clarity of light, a lightness of being, and light bulb moments. Light bypasses the analytical mind and takes us straight into loving wisdom. It is time for you to step into your shining light. Be illuminated. let light in. Today is the day to release any disturbances in your energy field. Happiness will come naturally unless you do something to prevent it from happening. Release all that is stopping happiness from flowing into your world, and it will appear before you. It seems too easy, but it is truly that simple. Until you realize this, you remain connected to the belief that struggle is a required, perhaps more respected, lesson-laden path. We often take on the belief that if we struggle, others will think more of us and we will appreciate things more. When you go against your soul, you move away from your brightness. The darkness is a sign it is time to feel your way back into your heart and soul. You can use this card now as a meditation. So wherever you are viewing this, or on whatever type of device, place your hand over the image now with the intention of letting go. You will begin to sense words and feelings that are ready to be released. Slow your breathing, remain calm, and say to yourself, I let go of all that no longer serves me and come to peace with where I am. I let go of all that no longer serves me and come to peace with where I am. Everything you let go of will float to the surface, move beyond you, and simply float away like the layers of colour in the image. This leaves you lighter and ready to branch out and rendezvous with your dreams and desires. Close your eyes for at least 30 seconds and feel yourself floating. Enjoy your lightness of being. When you are ready, take some deep breaths in and out to bring yourself back to your physical awareness and open your eyes. And these truly are beautiful cards, the Language of Light cards. And I think by picking number 1, you will have really embraced yourself with a glorious, energizing reading for this exact moment that we are now sitting here and looking at the energy of the cards. They are beautiful, and each one is sending its vibrational frequency up to you now to be uplifted and to help clarify any points that need clarifying, to help break open anything that has been trapped in darkness or that you haven't been able to see a way through. So it's like any grey or dark or energyless voids around you can be opened with these bolts of bright white light energy, allowing your authentic truth and alignment, your soul love and your light to shine through with the help of the divine cosmic animals that are with you on your journey. I almost feel as though we don't even need to look at the other deck of cards, but I did promise that we would have a little look. So just as an addition here to these beautiful light language cards for the choice of the number 1, what else is coming out with them? And this is appreciation. So appreciation of the self is a very big must at this time. You know, if you're doubting yourself at any level, or you are thinking that you aren't good enough for something, or if someone else is perhaps fostering a lack of appreciation towards you, then uplift yourself and bring yourself into your authentic truth and your alignment. The thinking man is the other card that has come out. There is possibly someone around you who is applying some due diligence and thinking for something. I note that he holds this beautiful, magnificent crystal, which is very much like this. This is an abundance cluster, and it is a powerfully strong crystal for attracting abundance into your life. So it could be that if you apply some thinking logic into areas that you are seeking to have abundance come in, then you may receive abundance around these ideas or concepts. It may also be that there is someone you know who could be a thinking man, such as an accountant, a lawyer, a tax man, an employer, who might be able to help you with finding the answers to bring about clarity of wisdom or insight, or even some abundance coming into your life. So guys, I think you did choose a truly beautiful number with your number one choice. And I wish you all the very best as we move into the rest or the last portion of 2020. And as we see some of these planetary alignments coming into their power, that you are surrounded by light and alignment as you make your steps towards 2021. Much love. Namaste. Greetings. So you chose number 2. In front of you are the deck of cards that we will be using, and these are called the Crystal Mandala Oracle by Alana Fairchild. Now these cards are one of my favourite deck. They are very, very intense, and the messages that come through, I recommend that you sit with the message and you meditate with them, that perhaps you copy the cards down and that you take a picture of them, or you view the mandala often and see what your own internal messages arrive for you, and how the mandala may support you during these coming weeks of October, and as we move through October and in toward the end of 2020 and stepping into 2021. So let's shuffle now for you guys number 2 with the Crystal Mandala Oracle deck. What is it that would be useful for you to understand, focus on, meditate with? From word to world, Goddess Saraswati and Ammonite. Crystal Goddess Suite 888, From Word to World. Let's see what one more is. I think 2 will be our maximum number, but in saying that, 3 have actually arrived for your reading. So we will see what the next one is. Archangel Remiel and Argonite, Rest, with the Crystal Angel Suite 444. And the last one is Goddess Gaia and Ocean Jasper, Goodwill, and the Goddess Suite 888. Those particular crystals, I don't have any on my table of Argonite, Ammonite, or Ocean Jasper. So we will be working with the cards and the mandalas that have arrived for those specifically. So I'm going to read from the book a lot of these messages because they're very profound and very deep, and I think they are healing and cathartic, and they also give you precise insight. And whatever question it was that brought you here, and whatever it is that you want to have introspectively looked into, one way or another, these cards are going to be working at the subtle energy level field. I see the one in the middle and it says rest. And I often think that when rest comes to us, it is about resting in the mind, the body, and the spiritual essence. And rest can be, for example, meditation. It can be taking time out from the busyness of life, which actually during 2020 a lot of us have found ourselves doing in times of the shutdown. We've been more at rest than we have been busy. So sometimes when we are at rest, we receive more answers, we feel more, we hear more, and we experience more. And so being at rest can be a divine awakening. It can allow us to expand our consciousness, our subtle understandings, and enable us to connect with our higher self and with cosmic helpers to enable us to know what are the next steps to take after our rest. Let me read to you some of the words now. I will start with the first card, which was number 40, from word to world. There are many times on the spiritual path when we feel we are in circumstances not of our conscious choosing. In fact, we may think that there's no way in the world I would have chosen this situation. Perhaps the mind would not, yet through the frequency of our being, we are attracted to various people, places, and things. If we have healthy self-esteem, we will tend to be attracted to that which uplifts, assists, and inspires. If we are healing issues to do with self-worth, or can spiritually benefit from an experience of lower vibrational energy to help us on our life journey, we will be unconsciously attracted to that which feels lowering. Those experiences tend to generate fear and negativity, and don't feel good in that they can sometimes be the motivational push we need to break free of fear because we simply cannot bear feeling that way anymore. They may also teach us to hold compassion for the suffering of others and inspire us to work in the healing arts. Lowering experiences may also help us find gratitude in our hearts for simple happiness too. However, if there is a more joyful way to learn that, and many times there will be, then why not choose that for yourself? The frequency of our being has a bearing on experiences and our self-esteem. The higher the self-esteem, the more likely we are to want to raise our frequency. It feels better to live with a higher frequency and higher self-esteem. We make choices that support us rather than sabotage our best intentions, and we find it easier to set clear boundaries and say no to influences not good for us. We have more fun, feel happier, and believe in our own value. We can then take risks in life that open us up to more of our divinity, raising our frequency yet again. It is a positive cycle of creation. If you want to change your experience of life, change your frequency. You will start repelling or feeling repelled by people, behaviours or places that once may have enthralled and enslaved your body and mind. Fear will not be able to grip you in the same way as it could at lower frequencies. You will have more energy to deal with life, and you will attract more experiences that increase the good feelings you have about yourself and your love for the world. The easiest way to change your frequency is to consciously choose your words. If you find yourself dwelling on the negative, switch it up. Look at the same situation as a way through which you can grow. You can be curious and open and very willing to grow so the situation can evolve into something far more enjoyable. You can adopt a positive attitude and be determined you are going to empower yourself with your attitude rather than feel victimized or defeated. Don't just adjust your attitude, speak about it differently. Is it a way to grow stronger? Is it a way to learn how to trust unconditionally and build your faith in the face of the unknown? Is it a chance to let go or an opportunity to grow your self-respect? Can you choose to claim your power to feel good about who you are, even in the face of another's fearful criticism? There is always a positive spin to find in any situation. You just have to be willing to do it. And as you do, your frequency rises. When your frequency becomes incompatible with the lower vibration of negative energy, one of two things happen. Either your frequency transforms the fear and a solution appears, or your frequency repels the fear and that person, place, or situation leaves your life. Either way, this is a good solution. It allows you to feel good and attract new and uplifting energies into your life. This oracle comes to you with a message. Use your voice. Speak your truths and your desires. Speak of what you wish to experience, and when you catch yourself thinking or speaking in a voice other than love, be kind and change it. Your words have power. Use them wisely. If another has been speaking negatively to you, you have the power to do something about it. Express how you feel when hearing it, or choose to step back, or both. You have the right and the spiritual responsibility to choose which of the many and varied voices in this world you allow to enter your mind. If you have been working with affirmations or hypnotic suggestion, or are interested in using your voice in a healing capacity as a writer, sound healer, or artist, for example, then this oracle encourages you to honour your healing power as you explore the role of your voice that it can play in manifesting your divine destiny. So a lot of messages in there for you guys about speaking up, being heard, not being afraid to speak up, especially if someone has kept you from speaking your truth, or kept you from being you, or has demised you in some way or belittled you. The time is now to stand up and be heard. Also, if you have ideas in any realm, especially creative or in your career, speak up. This is the moment, this is the time. Be heard. Then the one in the middle, we've talked a little bit about rest, so I'll see what it says in the book. And I will just pull this in a little bit closer for you all. Being productive and getting results requires work. If you want to manifest big dreams or radical transformation, then that is probably going to require lots and lots of work. Without adequate rest along the way, you will compromise your ability to go the distance, endure transformation, and continue to be a loving light on our planet for a long time. Modern culture is often afraid of surrender and finds it difficult to respect and trust in the wisdom of nature. This fear can create suspicion and judgment about rest, turning it into something we consider to be a sign of weakness rather than wisdom, of laziness rather than intelligence, of lack of productivity rather than a way to regenerate our creative energies. However, if you want to create and manifest big, beautiful, divine dreams in this world, and continue to do so for the rest of your long, loving life, then you will need to claim your right to rest. Make it sacred. Make it part of how you show your love for the body that life has given you your spirit to use as it chooses this lifetime. Then your rest will be reverence. It will be pleasurable. It will feel meaningful and easier to practice. In that ease, the regeneration, healing, and inspiration it can offer you shall increase substantially. You'll get more return on the investment of your time in restful reverie. How you rest, what kind of activities or lack thereof, and which will best replenish you will vary. It will vary from person to person. Some days you might need physical activity to discharge any excess of mental energy and help you clear your mind. On another day, that same level of activity might exhaust your body and compromise your immune system. So listen to yourself and listen to your body, and do not be afraid to rest and replenish and nurture the soul, body and mind, and think of this as a time for self-love, which will bring you better health and well-being, and also trigger personal development and spiritual growth. And the last one, Goddess Gaia and Ocean Jasper, Goodwill. When you feel peace within, it is easier to recognize that you have a place in the world and a destiny no person can take away from you. And when you recognize that, it's easier to know that others also have their own place destined for them alone. This removes fear and competition and allows you to become an encourager. An encourager is a person who generates goodwill. They are not afraid of missing out. They believe in their own destiny and operate within a field of abundance. They trust that their rightful divine inheritance will be bestowed upon them according to a loving and generous divine intelligence. They trust that all people can receive without causing harm or diminishment to any other. They believe in win-win situations and know the only way humanity can evolve is together. So they want others to succeed. They are happy to be at the cosmic traffic lights and allow the others who have a green light to go first. They know their time for a green light will come in due course, and so it shall be for all taking a journey on the divine highway of life. Goodwill that is cultivated by individuals becomes part of a collective field. It is the psychic equivalent of a group of angels, perhaps with cheerleader pom-poms waiting in the sidelines until someone needs help. Then they burst forward with unparalleled enthusiasm to rally the person's spirits and boost their confidence. If you have ever attended a sporting game, you'll know just how effective encouragement can be for the teammates in the game to tap into their strength of will and refuse to give up. The stronger that field of goodwill created on a day-to-day basis by individuals, the more encouragement is available to whomever needs it, whenever they need it. It is very real. However, there is a further benefit to goodwill. For those who consciously cultivate it, it becomes a protective field against ill-wishing, which is the opposite of goodwill. Ill-wishing and curses are fear-based energies which are either repelled by goodwill or absorbed and transformed by it. You don't have to interact or react with those energies or even pay them much attention at all, if any. You just need to focus on how good you feel within yourself when you want everyone to win at their spiritual game of life. You'll get encouragement back when you need it, and of course, as you say to the universe, I want everyone to win, the universe says to you, I want you to win. Boom. I get the feeling that for some of you here, this reading seems to be very much talking about the fact that there may have been someone in the background who you feel may have jeopardized something or have held you back one way or has let you down or has not shone for you or been there for you or supported you. But now is the time for you to speak up, which was this first card here, from word to world, and become part of the ability to be who you are and stand strong. And at the same time, remember that you are also entitled to rest and nurture your loving body, mind and soul, and to not feel guilty about that. And then on this other one here, to remember that you are the winner and you will win, and that everybody gets an opportunity, and to not worry about any negativity that may have been around you, or a subject matter, or a situation that you are looking into. So there's a lot in here about regaining self-strength, about moving forward in faith and encouragement for yourself in particular, of taking a stand about something, of feeling strength returning. And this strength could be physical strength or emotional or spiritual, because both of these about empowerment and moving forward and winning are surrounding this resting in the middle. So some of you may need a rest from something or a break from something, but they're telling you that this wonderful energized field is surrounding you, enabling you to incorporate all aspects of the situation, and know that you will move forward with strength and courage and diversity and ability and success, I think was the final part of that message. So thank you all for tuning in. I wish you all very well as you move forward from the latter part of 2020 as we moved into October, and you then get ready to move into 2021, and we will see what is in store for us all at that point, the junction point. and the beginning of the rest of the move into this new decade. Much love, Namaste. Hi, so this is your reading number 3. Both of these decks of cards that you see here are quite cosmic in origin. The first deck on the left is the Cosmic Reading Cards by Nari Anastasia, and the second deck are the Angels of Atlantis, again cosmic cards. So there's something about these energies that are coming to you from the cosmic vibrational field. This could be helping you to open up to something broader, something bigger, allowing expansion into your life, into a thought field, into a vibrational energy field, into helping to answer a problem or a solution. Both of the backs of these cards are very blue in colour as well, and blue is often about communication. So somehow your question may involve the art of communication. Now, whether this is communication with yourself or your higher self or your guardian angels, such as these ones, or spirit guides, or with people around you, that's something that you will obviously find out and work through. Let's see what these cards hold in store, and we will go to this deck first, the Cosmic Reading Cards. So this is for choice number 3. What is it that you would like to show for number 3, to help them to see or clarify or understand or meditate on? We've got 2 that have come out here. Let's see what they are. Walk Your Truth, card number 35. And Unconditional Love, which is rather beautiful as well. And again, there's a lot of blue coming through the background of here, and even some white light. And I sometimes think of white light as being Archangel Metatron. But let's come back to what these cards are actually saying. Some of this I may read them out to you, and I also note that you've got the 2 sequential numbers, one after the other, in the opposite order. But walking your truth, it's really interesting that the other card readings have often spoken about speaking your truth at this point in time. So I'm wondering for a lot of people if there's something just coming up within that you're either feeling as though you haven't been able to speak a truth or be yourself, or talk about subject matter, or talk openly and honestly with people around you, whether they be personal relationships or family or community or work oriented, or even at a greater level, a global level. There seems to be a topic or a thread that's coming through for October that is surrounding the art of communication, or talking, or standing up and being heard. So when it comes to walking your truth, this could come back to many different realms of your persona and of your being. And this area that you might be finding this coming through could actually go back a long, long way in time. Because when we see this card, it is very cosmically looking, and we're looking into a galaxy there. So galaxies make me think of past lives or past lifetimes, something beyond the here and now. This could be referencing a very long time in your life in this current lifetime. So it could be a problem or an issue that has been with you for a long time, or you have been working on it, or it has been badgering you or bothering you. Now, it could also be a karmic issue that has come through from a previous lifetime. You might be aware of what it is, or it might be just something that feels deep and heavy about you that you are unable to resolve, or you're feeling the weight of it. This year has been an intense year for karmic activation and clearing and bringing up a lot of what I call cellular DNA debris or junk. And that debris and junk is sometimes what we would refer to also as karmic murk that comes with us on journeys. Now, we've seen this year that there have been timestamps within the year that have allowed the opening of doors to address karmic situations and to have them dealt with and to have them let go of. So maybe this is a time now for you that you can open another door to release something, or to stand up and be more of your honest, true self in the areas that you want to represent yourself in. The unconditional love is beautiful. I think there's probably no greater energy than unconditional love that we either give out to others and to ourselves, or we receive from ourselves to ourselves, or we receive from others as well. Most often as humans, we have conditions attached to our love. It's just the nature of being human. We're all flawed. None of us are free of issues. None of us are perfect. If we were perfect, we wouldn't be here in this earthly realm, walking this lifetime. We're all here because we have come back to resolve something. And half the time, most of us don't know what that actually is. But unconditional love is one of the very few things that we struggle to be able to give out and sometimes receive. It's well known that a lot of people feel that animals give unconditional love, and I think that their love is more honest or true and open and unjudgmental. So unconditional love comes through when we are non-judgmental. And being non-judgmental is, again, a very difficult thing. So perhaps these two are somehow tied up in a message for you about when we walk our truth and we're open and honest, judgment can drop off and we can receive more of the unconditional love in life. So what I will do for you now is I will read some of the messages from the cards. So the first one, unconditional love. You have a choice between two doors: unconditional love and conditional love. Unconditional love is to love without judgment, conditions, expectations and demands. It is love that stems from the heart space and is comprised completely of pure love, forgiveness and compassion. Conditional love is to love with conditions, expectations, attachments, fear and judgments. Love is given and received freely as long as the conditions of the love contract are being met. When others fail to meet the requirements of the love contract, love is lost and replaced with issues of fear, distrust and doubts. To have unconditional love is to first love yourself entirely. When you can completely love yourself with all your imperfections, you will have greater love and compassion towards others. If you are in a space where your love is conditional, ask yourself, from where does this condition stem? Most often you will find limiting thoughts and beliefs lingering in your subconscious. Deeper still, you may uncover the wounded child within you. It is to this child that love, understanding and compassion must be shared. Now that you see the inner wounds within you with the gentleness of love, you are better able to see the wounded child within others. You will clearly see the part in them that is in most need of love. This does not mean that you must stay in a situation that does not serve your highest good. Sometimes loving unconditionally means having to walk away. And there's an affirmation you can use to apply this and to feel into the vast realm and the deep connection of unconditional love. And it is, I love all facets of myself and send any hurt or wounds within me love and compassion. And then we come to the walk your truth. True empowerment comes from walking, living and speaking your truth, having the courage to be guided by your heart and following your dreams. Don't be afraid to shine your magnificent light as a result of the opinion and judgment of others. Yes, you might be ridiculed, scorned, and your choices mocked with disapproval, but understand this. Others mock and criticize from a place of fear within them, a fear that keeps them trapped in a repetitious wheel of illusions. By breaking free and walking the true path of your heart, you step off the merry-go-round of cyclical pain and leave the ones who scorn behind. Don't be surprised when others do everything and anything to discourage you from walking this path of the heart. In time, those that ridiculed and judged you will be inspired by your courage and ability to stand strong. They will gravitate towards you like moths to a flame, with hunger to know your secret. Your light will shine so bright that it will inspire others to find the courage within them to also follow their heart and true calling. By walking your truth, you connect to the highest powers of love and enter the amazing world of manifestation. Stand strong during this testing time and stay true to your heart. You are not alone during this process of having to defend your reasons and beliefs. Synchronistic events will bring you the right people and conditions to encourage you on this chosen path. You are being guided by the Holy Spirit of love, so stay strong. A positive outcome is assured. So there's a lot in here about a healing or a cleansing or clearing things out, of regaining your power, your strength, of speaking out, of being heard, of letting go of that inner child that may have come from very many past lifetimes, of releasing pain that has come in through the soul's journey or even through this lifetime, and especially perhaps when there was a childhood problem or issue that may have occurred for you. With that and those two beautiful cards, we will have a look at the Angel of Atlantis and see who would like to come in to be with you as well for this reading, to finish off your messages of cosmic energy. So this is for number 3. Who is coming in to be with them, and what messages are they providing? Ooh. Wow. Michael, I am presence. That is truly powerful, and it matches so succinctly the message that we have just been talking about with the 2 cards behind us. So Archangel Michael has come in, and you can utilize him at any time. Utilize his beautiful purple ray energy and his mantra, I am presence. So this is a powerful trio here, I think, that is really embracing you and giving you power and strength. And I see too on the card of Michael that that's like a throne or a crown or a throne that is being given to you. So some sort of cosmic power is definitely coming in within this reading. It's a really wonderful choice or selection to have made, and I feel that there's a great deal of strength that's building up through the portal of these cards that's coming to you. So do utilize this anytime you feel the need to come back to the reading, to uplift the energies that are being passed through the portal of the video, through the power of these magnificent cards and the cosmic support that's here for you. So I wish you very well on your endeavour as you walk through October and you gain some clarity and some inner strength and resolve, and feel into the wondrous gift of unconditional love, and know that Michael is with you for the power of the I am presence. So move into 2021 with all of these graceful energies and be who you are. Namaste.